Toi et moi ce soir faut pas discuter, faut juste montrer tout ce que toi.
Hi guys, you're welcome to the Ide Talks. Yes, you're welcome to my show, and today we have a guest in the house. And this guest has been my very good friend right from the university days till now. She was my chief bridesmaid during my wedding. So you probably have a face to who I'm talking about right now, but then today she's coming with the gang, you understand? Anyways, my very good friend is in the house. Her name is Damilola Adebayo, a finance associate with a multinational company. Yes, you heard that right. And she's an amazing lady, a beautiful lady, an intelligent one at that. She's very good at what she does. And I can tell you that today we are not going to be doing the official, remove all the finance, today is just going to be a spontaneous discussion. Join me in the house as I welcome Damilola. Yeah. So good to have you here. Like, so good.
Thank you.
So today my very good friend is in the house. Her name is Damilola. You can see how beautiful she is. So
Wow.
you're always beautiful in my circle. Anyways, today we have a topic we're going to be discussing with you. If you can recount, earlier this year, we actually entered 2023 with cash scarcity and all that. And it was really a tough year in the beginning of the year. Let's not even lie that everybody has gone through one or two things in 2023. And today we're just not going to be talking about the good aspect of 2023. We're going to be talking about the setbacks, the wins, the success story, how we navigate our ways into success in 2023 despite the whole issue that came all through in 2023. God has helped us thus far, and it is a privilege to be seeing the end of 2023. So this morning, join me as we discuss on the topic that says 2023, the Uncharted Journey.
Thank you for having
me. Come closer. Don't run away.
Thank you for having me. I mean, it's a pleasure to be here. After many months of saying, we should do this,
yes,
and then we're finally here.
Guys, do you know something I want to say right now? You know, this YouTube channel of a thing that I opened has been in my head for a long time.
Yes,
and funniest part is that she's actually my success partner. Anytime I have any idea in my head, apart from my husband, I'll call Dami and I'll tell her everything. And she's like, "Oh yeah, now I'll do it." She actually believes in me so much as I believe in her, because she's a wonderful person. She's a goal-driven person also. So I told her about the YouTube channel. So like we were saying, the cash scarcity came in. Like, it started towards the ending of 2022, whereby there was redesigning of the new Naira note, and it was really a tough one.
It was actually. Thank God for.
So can you give me your own experience about cash scarcity during that time?
Well, I won't say it really affected me because I was at home. I was working from home, so I didn't really have much to do outside. And if there was a need to go out, there was somewhere to get cash. But for other people that they have to go to work every now and then, it was not easy. And the fact that it was not easy then. It was not easy. I should not lie. It was not easy. So, but the fact that I was working from home made it a little bit easier for me.
Okay, thank you. I wouldn't lie, it wasn't as easy as cash scarcity happened. But then I remember that was towards my wedding. My wedding was in March. And you know, thank God I had prepared earlier. I had actually bought my clothes, everything in October. Went for my Ashrebi team's clothes in October. I've gotten everything I needed. Then the cash scarcity came. The only issue I had with it was just going out. You know, whenever you want to go out, there's no money to go out.
The fact that you
at some point we were even doing transfer to drivers.
Exactly. The fact that you have to use money to get to
and POS. Do you know how bad it was? They were even charging very big money.
Exactly.
To get 2,000
naira. 5,000 can be like 500.
Imagine.
Normal that 5,000 is like 100.
It was really that tough. Thank God we are in another year now.
Yes,
anyways, we survived. And trust me, I did my wedding.
Yes, we did.
I got money. I don't know how God did it, but I know that cashless policy was actually going off by the time my wedding period came up, and I just appreciate God for that. So this morning, as I said, 2023, the Uncharted Journey.
Yeah.
You know, nobody knows what the year is going to be about, because most times we come into the year with goals like, next year I'm going to be more than where I'm coming from. I'm going to study this course. I'm going to be greater than this. I'm going to be greater than that. I'm going to host a show. I'm going to, so many energy. It's just like a child growing up and saying that by the time I grow up, I'll become a doctor. I'll become a lawyer. But then you cannot become a doctor on a smooth note like that. There are
Absolutely.
several things you have to go through. You go to nursery school, primary school, secondary school, university, and so many other certifications you have to get to even become a doctor or lawyer. I think that's how every year looks like. You coming into the new year
It's
with
always up and down.
goals. But then before you become who you want to become, there are so many obstacles, so many ladders. It's just like a ladder going up, 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 up. So I have few questions for you here,
Yes. Okay.
whereby you explain how the way 2023 came to you, your wins and your lose, and how you overcame every hurdles and obstacles that came your way.
Okay.
So now, my first question is, how is 2023 to you? How can you summarize 2023 for you? Just summarize it for us.
Okay. So in one word, I would say wonderful.
Wonderful. That's good.
I mean, I had my first award.
Wow, that's great.
Like
I
I had my
told
first
you
award
we
this
don't do.
this 2023. So it was a big one for me. I mean,
Okay.
in a multinational. So that's like one of my highest this year. I mean, being recognized for your work is something that I like. January me wouldn't have thought that, okay, I would have that, but I was recognized, and it was a big deal for me. So 23 has been wonderful. Of course, there are lows, and then
I
there
think
is
we'll get to that low part, but in summary,
yes,
so are you
wonderful.
telling us that the award part of it was the highlight of the year for you?
And not really the highlight, but the fact that trusting God through the process, because I mean everything has to, you have to put God in everything you're doing. And the fact that God was with me all through the year, that's like the major thing for me as well. Aside from the award, the God factor again is another
Yeah,
thing.
you see that God factor, guys. It's really, really important,
Yeah.
because you cannot go on a journey without God. Any journey without God, I'm not saying you're going to be coming back empty-handed, but it seems like without God in your journey, who are you? Who am I? So
Yeah,
for
those two
me, I feel
things
like
too.
I will also say that 2023 has been wonderful to me. I did my wedding in 2023, and life has
Absolutely.
been as beautiful as ever. And I would say that for
You're
everything,
glowing now.
they said I'm doing.
You're
Thank God for God,
glowing.
and thank God for my husband.
Yes, sir.
Anyways, 2023 has been a wonderful year for me also. I had my highlights. There are so many things. There are so many success stories in my 2023. One of my highlights is that I opened my YouTube channel. You
Exactly.
guys, this
Exactly.
thing has always been on my mind since I was in school. I have
I'm
always
glad you
been
did.
the Thank you, baby. I've
We've been
always been the
waiting.
social media person.
Butterfly.
But look at where I am today. I'm opening my YouTube channel when I'm married. Opening my YouTube channel is actually my highlight, and my workplace. I received so many blessings in 2023. I wouldn't lie. Prior to my wedding, I was so scared. I remember that my wedding was supposed to come up in December last year.
Yes.
And I was so scared. But then cashless policy came and we had to move it to February. Then
I
something
remember
came
that
up.
time.
Yes, we moved
You
it to
called,
March.
yes.
And then that wasn't really
Even the
the
match,
I was
even the
yes.
match, we're still saying that the date they
I've-
are giving us is not.
yes,
And then my friend called me and she was like, "Oh, not me." I'm like,
you
calm
get.
down, calm
But
down.
prior to that time, I was really scared that where will I see money to do this, to do that? But then I feel like in the process of my journey so far, there's something called preparation. Don't come into the new year without preparation. I actually came in fully with loads of plans, but I did not know how to actualize those plans. So what I'm just trying to say is that plan your way ahead into the new year. 2024 is almost here. Don't miss out on whatsoever thing you want to do. You can actually still achieve so many things.
Exactly.
In
You have
2023,
to
do you know
plan,
that we did a course,
prepare and
that
plan.
BIA course,
Yes.
from the Oak Foundation, owned by Mrs. Morenike Moleyin, and it's a course that my friend just called me in for. I actually did it and I have my certificate. It's one of my wins for 2023 and it's one of our wins for 2023.
Exactly.
So don't come into the new year
I mean,
without
looking at
plans.
it now,
Yes.
I think the wins are even more than the lows. If
Yes,
you
they
look
are
at it,
really more
because
than the lows.
but because we are too focused on what has not happened, that's why
Yes.
we're just always like, nothing happened to me this year, oh, nothing happened to me this year. But if you look at it very well and if you think deeply, you see that your wins are even more than your lows.
Yes, exactly. Anyways, we are moving to the next question now, that says, in navigating the uncharted personal development in 2023, what habits or practices can you say that you adopt to enhance your well-being and resilience for the coming year? Okay.
Personal development. I think for me, it's gratitude.
Okay.
So this year, when I know you know this story, but when what happened, I had to, do some.
That's the story for another day, guys, because we are coming there, not today.
I had to reminisce, think
Okay.
about so many things, and then I came across this gratitude app.
Yeah.
It's an app. I didn't even know that it was gratitude app until what happened, and then I had to just check through, and then it has really helped me. I think it's 6 months now that I've been doing that, and then it has really helped me because every day you're always putting something in that app that you are grateful for. Every day there's always something to be grateful for. So I think that's it for me.
Okay. So the other question I'll be asking you right now
Okay.
is, what role does self-awareness play in preparing for the unknown? Like, you came in 2023. Do you even know what you were going to
I
experience?
mean, nobody knows. I've not experienced 2023 before.
Yeah.
Like this is the first time, and 2023 is not even over yet, right?
Yes.
So, so no.
So what role does self-awareness play in preparing for the unknown?
I think knowing who you are
Yes.
and having a right standing with God
Yes.
can help with that.
Yes. Two
Like
things, so knowing
knowing
who you are and having a right standing with God. What though? You people.
knowing with
Take
stop
notes.
knowing who you have and
Yes.
having a right standing with God, because I mean having God or putting him in everything you're doing, it
Yes.
just makes it easier, because you might not know everything. You might say, oh, go to that place, and you're there. Even the place, you are seeing it as, what am I doing here? But the fact that you can take that step of going there
Yeah.
just makes you align with the purpose God wants you to do at that point in time. So self, a lot of people have been saying self awareness, just know
Yes.
yourself, know your worth. I mean, it's very crucial, because if you don't know yourself, if you don't know your worth, other people will give you what you are not, and they will call you who you are not.
Yes. Yes.
So self-awareness
Thank
is
you
actually
for
key.
that. Knowing who you are, know yourself. Do not allow the noise of
Exactly.
everything around
The
you
noise,
overshadow who
just
you are, and be self-confident. I used to say it
and
a lot.
believe in
Believe in
who God
yourself,
has,
who God
has
has
said
called
you
you to
are.
be. Yes. So be self-aware and have a right standing with God. Have a right standing with God. So thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you. Thank
you.
you for giving us this, what will I even call it? From your well of knowledge, we have actually learned one or two things, and we are
Thank
so
you.
grateful for that.
Thank
Anyways,
you.
another thing I would like to talk about right now, because we're not going to be official about it, is the fact
Yes.
that I know that 2023 has been a whole lot. And I just want to ask this question, because in those days where you are very low in spirit and when you feel like you've not done enough for yourself, what are the things that you did that help you feel energized, that motivated you to come out of that your shell?
The things that motivated me. Number one, Sapa.
What did you call it?
Sapa.
They said sakpao.
The fact that I don't want to go back to the trenches.
Yeah.
The
That
fact
thing.
that money must be made.
Yes, money
So
must be
I
made.
mean, anyway, aside from that, living out purpose.
Yeah.
because anytime I'm just feeling down, and I'm like, there has to be a reason why I'm here. And if it almost seems like if you don't leave out that, because sometimes I'll just sit down and I'll be thinking about it, that if I go back to heaven with this talent or with this gift that God has given me, and I just get to the gate and I'm bringing all the load, and then the angels are like, where are you going with all this load? You know,
Yeah.
I think not being fulfilled, again, that one is the one that actually motivates me a lot. Not being living without purpose, not being fulfilled,
Fulfilled.
like just there. So that was what motivated me. There were
Okay.
times where everything would just, but that's like my driving force.
Okay,
That's like my
thank you
driving force.
so much. Thank you so much. I used to say something that, see, I feel like I've never felt depressed before in my life, and may I never experience it in Jesus' name.
Amen,
Because
amen.
I feel like I'm somebody that I'm always very positive minded, even in every bad situation. Remember those days when something bad happened to me? And I wouldn't lie, was I depressed? No, I was just like, I thought my life would be going this way. Why is my life
Going
going the
down,
other
yeah.
way? But then, immediately I snapped back. I think it took me like 3 months to snap back out of that situation. I took up my, like they used to say, mantle, and I started moving again. Until now, whenever I feel low in spirit, I'll tell myself immediately that no, let me
Exactly.
focus on the
Shaking off that,
positive.
shaking
Yes,
off that,
I just
and
shake it
shutting it,
off.
and
Yes,
shutting
I
it
just
off.
shake it
Yeah.
off like no, 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 no. And like you said, I remember where I'm coming from. I remember my story. I remember my background. Like they used to say, I never want my back to touch the ground again. When you remember your background, you will not allow your back to
To
touch
touch
the
the
ground.
ground.
So
Word.
those are the things that motivate me. Every time I feel low in spirit, I just tell myself, no, you can't stop now. You have already gone ahead. There's no stopping. So I'm so grateful that that's your thought and that's what you're always looking.
So another thing I would say is invest in yourself, because this
Okay.
is your personal journey.
Yeah.
Invest in yourself. Read books that will
Yes.
add value and impact to you.
Yeah.
And go for functions or events that would add value to you as well. Because really, all of those things combined together will just make you be a great person, and it will help in the personal development journey.
Oh, thank you so much. So, I hope you guys are noting it. Gratitude, personal development, reading of books, and going out there to events that add values
Yes.
to you. Anyways, everything she has said actually resonates with me also because reading of books, I've read several books this year that has helped me. I even saw so many things online that I screen grab and I go back to it later.
Yes, that one too.
And also, gratitude is very, very important.
I mean,
Even the Bible says, in every situation, give
give thanks.
thanks.
Yeah.
Because at times, I used to say that I feel like at times I ask myself, I used to think, maybe it's those prayers that I've prayed in the past that is helping me right now. Because those days, I remember I used to thank God for little, little things. And I use that.
Is good, because prayers are
Yeah.
like seed. You're sowing
Yes,
seed
you're
into
sowing
the
seed
future.
into the
And
future.
one thing about prayer is the fact that you don't see answers immediately doesn't
Doesn't
mean
mean you
that
not see
something,
answer.
exactly,
Yes.
it might be for the future, and
Yes.
then you just see it and you're like, oh, I didn't remember that I prayed for this. And that's why I think manifestation journal too is
It's
important. Like
very,
journal,
yes, having
like
a
you have,
journal where you
yes,
write down
yes,
everything you want and going back to it, not like you have a journal and you leave it and forget it.
like
Oh,
just writing everything that
yes, you have
you
to go
want
back to
to,
those journals to
exactly.
remind yourself of your plans for the year. So gratitude is as important, like you
And
said,
journaling.
journaling, going for events. See, you guys, if you are my friends, you know that you've seen me and my Damilola go out this year several
Yes,
times to
yes, yes.
events,
You
to
have to go
official
out there.
events that will help our career and all that. And to be candid, I'm so very, very grateful for the kind of friendship I have with Damilola. I remember that we never used to be this close when we were in school, but then we
Yes.
just came out of school and we
We're just
realized
like,
that our dreams are actually aligned. So we took it up from there, and it's actually
I think that that's
beautiful.
actually beautiful.
Yeah.
Having someone that has the same vision as you have, because
Yes.
most people are just friends with a lot of people.
A lot of people. You
And
don't know what you
it,
want out of that friendship. And it's the fact that whenever there is something that will benefit me out there, Dami will call me. And whenever there's something that I know that, okay, my friend likes this thing, I'll put a call through to her that I feel like you'll be the best partner for me for this thing. So let's do it
Yes,
together. And
yes,
it's so
yes.
beautiful.
Remember
to
all the
watch.
things that we've
Yeah, so there was a time
written.
we even came from a different location. We went to a program together in Ibadan, ML
Yes,
Crew,
be
Lola Day,
inspired,
yes,
be
be
inspired.
inspired.
That's
And
what's
that
up.
was where we took our going for events. That
We
was where
actually
we
volunteered
started.
for
We
that event,
volunteered for that
and then we
event.
met a
We
lot
met so
of
many people. We met
celebrities.
Pamela, we met Tomike. That was the first time we
We
met
met
Tomike.
Tomike, yes.
We met Pamela, we
Olori
met
Ebi,
Pegsy,
yeah,
yes. We met King
Kiki,
Pegsy, we met Kiki, we met so many other
yes,
people
Miriam,
that
Giwa,
added value to our lives. And they are still adding value
yes,
till now.
yes.
So another thing I'm going to be asking right now is how can individuals strike a balance between embracing spontaneity? Do you hear the question?
Yes, I can.
And planning for the future in their personal lives, especially in the context of uncertainty ahead. Now, let me try and explain this question very
Okay.
well. Like, we have plans for the coming year,
Mm-hmm.
but then along the line, you just see that the way you even planned it is not going that way again. How do you align back into your plans? Like, okay, let me just navigate it this way. It's just like somebody saying, I want to use this money to buy clothes, and along the line, another thing came up and you couldn't use the money to buy the clothes. How do you strike a balance between spontaneity and planning towards your plan ahead?
Hmm. I think the beautiful thing is the fact that you not knowing, like you just come
Yes.
as, and then as you go, you begin to see a lot of things.
Yes.
You not knowing at all, like you not having a clue as to where you are going,
Yes.
or and just handing it over to God. I think that one is like the major thing for me.
Thank you so much for everything.
It's my
Thank
pleasure.
you. Thank you so much for coming to this channel.
It's my
So, like
pleasure.
I said, thank you for every of your
No,
teachings
thanks to
today.
you too, because thanks for the opportunity.
Yes.
Because this is
So
like an
another thing
opportunity.
I would love to talk about, because I know that people think we all have it going out there when they see Instagram. See, Instagram is not real life. I would like to say it again.
Hey,
I feel like Instagram is built with that camera quality. It's built with everything very beautiful.
Mhm.
Have you realized that Facebook picture is always different from Instagram picture?
Even LinkedIn.
So even LinkedIn. See, she was talking about LinkedIn the other time. Now let me tell you guys something. Do you know that I left LinkedIn for a long time? I did not feel somehow, but I just feel like I don't want to be going there. Let me just keep working, keep working. Whenever I need anything, I'll go back there and check my train of following, what I can tap from their well of knowledge, and just go ahead with it. But I've heard people talk about LinkedIn, that LinkedIn make them depressed and all that.
LinkedIn is a very good platform if you know your way
No,
around it.
what if
Because
we're talking about LinkedIn? What about Twitter? People feel like
Twitter,
Twitter makes people depressed the more, because you see Twitter, 1 minute you are thinking everybody likes you. The
the
next
next
second
minute they
they
are
hate you
dragging
so
you.
much,
They
they
are
are dragging you
dragging
like
you.
generator. I feel like Instagram is the only beautiful place, beautiful social media app in the world.
They are
But
dragging
then
you.
let me say it here, it is not real life. Don't stop working, don't stop dreaming, because these are the two things. These two things, they work like hand in hand. Work and dream.
Exactly.
Work and
Never
dream.
stop
Like, okay, let me
dreaming.
say dream and work. You
Never
dream
stop
about it.
dreaming.
Dream about it, then start working towards it. It is important that you dream and you work at the same time. Am I correct? What do
Yes,
you think
yes.
about
Never
dreaming and
stop.
working?
Never stop dreaming, because once you have a dream, it's very understandable that you work.
You work,
That's like
yes.
a driving
Some
force.
people are
So
lazy to
everything
work. I
works
think
hand
I've
in
seen
hand.
people that will sit there in one place and say that
Then they don't
they
have
want to
dreams.
achieve
They don't have
this.
dreams.
Some people actually think
They are
they
daydreamer.
actually think
It will
success will
just
come
come
easier. We are not.
on a
See,
platter of
I used to
gold.
say that I'm not that
Even
lucky.
God said it, that I will
Yes.
bless the works of your hands. So
Okay, let
even
me
if
say
you
that
have,
I'm lucky then. I used to think I'm not that lucky, because I feel like there are some people that are more lucky than I am. Some people, they have it on a platter of gold. But then I feel like I'm lucky because there are so many achievements that I have achieved in my life. And it is always coming via free scholarship and all that. But at times I feel like I'm not that lucky, because some people, they are just born into that wealthy house. But
I think I understand you. I
but then,
understand you,
so
but
looking at 2023, for me, I would say that 2023 I came ready, not like I was ready. Because I think at the beginning of the year, I had an event. So that was what I was looking forward to, like this event. And to tell you, I'm not even going to talk about marriage here because this is not the time. I think there will be another session for the marriage plans. But then let me just say that I came ready because I was getting married. But then along the line, there were days
there's
I
always
feel, yes, I
surprises.
feel
There's
tired.
always you will say, oh, okay, this is how it should be. This is like writing goals and visions down is
Yes,
good,
yes.
but there's always room for the unknown,
Unknown, yes.
because you will just be
It's just
surprised.
like
You will
nobody,
just say, oh, you are going this route,
yes.
and then
Do you know
God will
that
just say, no,
nobody
I'm
knows
taking you
that
like this.
cash scarcity was going to take that
Even
long?
fuels, because
Even fuel scarcity.
I think
Have you
almost
even have you even
immediately
seen how the economy is right now? Like everything is very, very, very expensive.
very
And
expensive.
I read a news
Very
yesterday that our
expensive.
president was trying to beg doctors that they should come back to Nigeria. How now? How will they come back? You people.
Hey,
Anyways, I'm so grateful for this session. And one last question I want to ask you. Can you give us tips? We are going to 2024 now. Give us some of those tips that end you your winnings. So we like to learn from you. Give us just few tips that, okay, going into 2024, this is what you should do. This is what you should do. This is what you should do. So
2024. I think first thing is write down the vision, make
write
it
down the
plain,
vision.
make it plain. Like you need to. Some people don't believe in, oh, write this as it comes. That's what they believe in. That can be good, but you still need to write down some things and say, okay, this is what I want. This is how I see myself in 2024. It helps the mind. It helps you with the mind with whatever it is that you want to do in 2024. Put God first. I mean, God factor has to be
God
there.
factor, yes.
He knows 20, he knows 2024. He has journeyed, he knows everything about 20, he knows what you are going to do in 2024. You have no idea because you are human, but God knows everything that is happening in 2024 already, even before you walk in it, right? So you have to put God first. Be consistent. Whatever it is that you are doing now, be
Consistency.
consistent. There's no two way about it. You can't do what's it called today and then tomorrow you are doing something. You have to be consistent with whatever it is that you want to do. Um, love yourself. Love yourself. You have to love yourself
Love,
because it's from within that
love.
it flows to
Yes.
other aspects of your life. So you have to love yourself and enjoy yourself.
Enjoy you.
Enjoy yourself. This life is short, so you have to
Yes,
enjoy
oh.
yourself. Oh. We're outside, we're
Yes.
outside. This is December now, but we're
Yes.
outside. You have to enjoy. Make time to. I don't know how to stress that. You
Make
make
time to
time
take
to
care of
take care of
yourself.
yourself and enjoy
Yes,
yourself.
yes, it's
That's
very,
it's because you don't want to be enjoying yourself when you're on the sick bed. You have to
yes.
take care of yourself and enjoy yourself now that you can. If you have the money, please take care of yourself. I think that's about it.
Thank you so much.
welcome.
It's
Thank
so
you for having
beautiful
me.
to have you in the
Thank
house.
you for
So
having me.
everything she said, I would just like to add few things to it. We are not perfect though, but
Nope, nobody
one thing
is.
I would say is please go out there and be confident. Don't allow any
Yeah,
self-esteem
low
issues to bring you
self-esteem.
down.
Mm.
I
Or
feel like so many
inferiority
people, yes,
complex.
or inferiority complex. So many people battle it. I can't do it. What will people say?
It's from
Oh,
that fear.
people.
It's from that fear
It's
that
from
you
that fear,
you make
yes.
something out
You
of.
make something out of it. And I know that God, who has created us to be here, already knows that we are going to be super talented and we can do anything we put our hearts to. So
Exactly.
go
No
out there
limitations.
and shine. Go out
Shine.
there and make good use of your talents. Don't leave it hanging. Don't forget about your talents. And you know what? In the whole thing, please trust God. Take God along in your journey and trust Him. He's
Emphasis.
able to do all
Exceedingly.
things. So thank you once again for
Thank
coming to the
you.
Koinsola Olaide Talks.
Yes.
Catch you next time. See you.
Bye.
Bye.